I have with me Linda Mumford and Richard Gaunt from the highly entertaining and successful Milborne Port Opera Company. They are full of beans because they have just won an award. Their latest show opens on April the 13th in Milborne Port. So what's it all about?
Well, we're doing our own version of Gilbert and Sullivan's The Sorcerer. It's a really funny and varied show which we've updated to the 1950s. It's got marvellous music and a ridiculous plot, which is all about social engineering and mismatched love.
Someone told me it's about drugs.
Well, in a sense, the bridegroom involved in the show is so rapturously happy that he wants everybody to be in love and share his own happiness. So he employs a sorcerer. Who knew there were sorcerers around? But in one comes and enchants the entire village to fall in love, which they do, with the most unsuitable people.
Is that with a love drug?
That is with a love drug.
We like love drugs.
However, he is a firm of family sorcerers, so it's really quite benign.
The Sorcerer's not that well known, is it, as a play?
It was an early work by Gilbert and Sullivan. It's their third collaboration. If you've seen the film Topsy Turvy, you'll have seen a staging of probably the best known scene in the show, where everybody wakes up and falls in love with the wrong person, which Mike Leigh absolutely loved.
Oh, we all do that, don't we? How long has Milborne Port Opera been going now? It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
It has. 26 years.
26 years, wow, that's amazing. And how long have you been involved, Linda?
Well, I've been involved right from the very beginning. With my husband, Pete, we started up with other people, and he was the first musical director. And since then, we've performed every single Gilbert and Sullivan opera, together with quite a few others, and some by one of our own very talented members.
So who else is in it?
We have got Mark Blackham, very, very well known locally, and he.
Yes, I know Mark Blackham. He's been in. Does he do Shaftesbury as well?
He does Shaftesbury, and he's a tremendous performer. He was delighted audiences in our Iolanthe and HMS Pinafore, and he plays the Sorcerer himself, John Wellington Wells.
Now, what about you, Richard? Weren't you the king in Utopia Limited?
Well, that was a long time ago. I've been demoted now. I'm a crusty, curmudgeonly, elderly notary. But I do, along with most of my other colleagues in the cast, I do have the delight of two on-stage romances, and in my case with two delightful ladies, so I'm very pleased.
Bigging up the crusty, I love it. So tell me about the award you won, because it's a very impressive award, Richard.
Well, we won the Somerset Fellowship of Drama Challenge Shield for our last show, Spring Fete, which was an original work by our member Neil Edwards. And this award, which we competed for with 80 other companies all over Somerset, this recognises Neil's and indeed the company's success in writing, composing, arranging and directing an original musical in a village hall, which we have to transform into a theatre every year. It was a most successful production. It got really good notices, and this is a great accolade for the whole team.
So do these awards actually matter?
Well, I think they do. They help us to maintain and improve our standards, and it gives us something to aim for. I think we've ratcheted up our abilities and our performances every single year. It gives us a chance to compare our work with other groups. And remember, we have a tenth of the budget of large groups like Yeovil and Bath.
But that makes you more creative, though, doesn't it?
Well, it does, but it gives us. I mean, it's
a challenge.
It's great, and it's great to know we can hold our own against these big companies.
Absolutely,
and we have to do that, I think, by putting our own original spin on the work that we do. For example, this time we've combined the Sorcerer with two characters who've actually wandered in from another Gilbert and Sullivan, or rather Sullivan and Rowe opera, The Zoo, and they've twisted up Gilbert's plot even more. So I've adapted the show to accommodate extra characters and extra plot twists.
That's what I like about you guys, because you really are very creative, and each year you add something new to it, so it's never the same, is it, as the original? So it sounds great. How do we book for The Sorcerer?
Well, this year for the first time you can book online.
Oh.
Just Google Milborne Port Opera and you just follow the links. Or you can buy tickets from the Tippling Philosopher, Wayne's Butchers or the Post Office in Milborne Port.
Thanks a lot, guys. It's been absolute joy having you in. I wish you every success in your play, and I'll be coming along. And don't forget, The Sorcerer is on from Wednesday the 13th of April to Saturday the 16th of April in the Milborne Port Village Hall at 7:30. Book online or at the pub and shops in Milborne Port.